And now you've got a weird fight, Norma Dumont versus Danyelle Wolf, who does seem to be kind of the talk of the town right now. A lot of people wondering, why is Danyelle Wolf in the UFC at 1-0, this and that. But I will tell you that Danyelle Wolf does have a very impressive boxing record in the past, but she never went professional. As a pro, she was only amateur. I know Tapology says she has a pro boxing record of 27-14. But that's not really. I don't think that's super accurate because she never went professional. She only ever fought amateur because she wanted to fight in the Olympics. But she fought at welterweight, a woman's welterweight in boxing. And I believe that is 152 pounds. And they didn't have a woman's welterweight division in boxing until 2016 Olympic Games. And by then, Danyelle Wolf probably was about like 34 years old or so, and she didn't qualify. So I believe it was then she decided to transition into MMA because she was struggling to find fights. I believe that's how she's ended up in MMA. It's kind of a crazy story. Danyelle Wolf never went professional. She never got a knockout in her amateur career in boxing at all, which is another crazy thing as well because she claims to have an amateur record of like 63 wins and 9 losses. I saw her say that in an interview. Tapology has her a 37-27-14. I believe Boxeric even has her with a different record as well. But according to Danyelle Wolf, she's got a much better record than that in amateur boxing. But with that being said, Danyelle Wolf definitely is a very good boxer. She does have like a national Golden Gloves championship, I believe it is, not just a state championship, like an actual national championship. And I believe she won that quite a few years in a row. And now she's coming into MMA. She's obviously got good boxing. She's obviously got a good striking. But she fought on Dana White's Contender Series. Not last year. Not this year. In 2020. This is about 2 years ago. She last fought on Dana White's Contender Series against Tanisha Tennant. And there's like an argument she didn't win the fight. I mean, I watched the fight, obviously. It's the only MMA fight you've got of Danyelle Wolf, and like, did she actually win the fight? I think there's a big question mark about that one there. And you got Norma Dumont. Norma Dumont is like, I feel like she fights with low IQ. I mean, like, she's got good grappling. She's got 2 submission wins in her career, albeit much earlier on. But she does have a grappling background and a grappling base, and she does have the reach disadvantage. She is the smaller woman in the fight as well. Because Danyelle Wolf is big. Danyelle Wolf is a very strong physical lady. And Norma Dumont, I mean, I feel like she's just got the more technical grappling. She's the MMA fighter out of the two, I guess you would say. I mean, no disrespect to Danyelle Wolf, but she's only been training MMA for what, like 3-4 years now? I don't think that she would have been able to pick up the grappling that Norma Dumont has over the course of her entire life. But the thing with Norma Dumont is, this girl just can't, I don't know, like, if there's a clear game plan for her to win the fight, she won't stick to it. Like, this is a girl that lost to Macy Chiasson, where she easily could have won if she just did 1 or 2 things different. We'll talk about that later. Macy Chiasson is fighting later, and like, I don't know, she just let Macy Chiasson like lean on her in the 3rd round, and Macy Chiasson was gassed out, and she really could have turned that fight around for her. But I think she's like number 15 ranked at 135, but she's been fighting at 145 recently as well. Just clear grappling advantage for Dumont here. I mean, the odds are quite wide because I was thinking of actually, like, I hate betting women's MMA, but I was kind of thinking like parlaying Dumont with someone, but it's because I am fading Wolf. But I've seen comments, I've seen people picking Wolf, I've seen a lot of people really liking Danyelle Wolf in this matchup. I just don't. I mean, she's 1-0. In my opinion, didn't win her Dana White's Contender Series fight anyway. And Norma Dumont, although she isn't the top level fighter, but she did beat Aspen Ladd, I believe, over 5 rounds, which is a great win. Felisa Spencer's a great win as well. Ashley Evans Smith, that's okay, you know, and then she did obviously get knocked out by Megan Anderson, but I guess that happens. Megan Anderson is massive, and yeah, I don't know. I've seen people say Danyelle Wolf KO, Danyelle Wolf this. Danyelle Wolf never got a KO in her boxing record. I know that's amateur and KOs don't really happen at all, but I would like to at least see one, you know. She's only ever seen the scorecard, so going with Dumont, I mean, imagine she just takes down Danyelle Wolf and subs her instantly. And that's what the game plan should be, but I guarantee you it's not. I mean, her fight IQ is so questionable, it actually scares me. But I've got to pick Dumont with a very high amount of confidence. Maybe we'll parlay her, but I'm going to be sweating in that fight if I do that. But yeah, let's just move on, eh?